song.
It's something about her.
Kevin Sigg.
Oh, it's something about her.
Kevin Sigg has lost his spot as the worst artist in the history of this radio program. My apologies to Andrew Duncan. But Courtney Asuma? A-S-U-M-M-A? A?
Well, they probably
This
assume
is
her
worse
that
than
she's
those-
not
Take the
that
cake,
great.
baby!
This is worse than those two guys that blocked me when I defended their butts.
Hennessy to Dawn. And, Ricky Moolah.
Yeah, I defended them. This is so much better. This is so much worse than them.
We had a guy, if you're just joining us and you don't know who Hennessy to Dawn is, I don't know, were you here, Michael, the day we played Hennessy to Dawn?
No.
Hennessy to Dawn is a guy who he put too much reverb on his track. And so it sounds like he's basically singing in like a freaking dark hallway somewhere.
Bathroom or shower.
And he's like, dog, and you hear him, like, you hear him like, because he's like in a freaking hallway.
I was here for that.
You sound like a bad police
Which
radio.
time?
Which time? Which time?
When he called in and griped me out for defending him?
Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to get Patty Alphonso in here. We're going to do a quick deal with her, and then we're going to let the rest of the show be for our studio guests.
Yay.
Because I have to find out about PC Patton, the biggest star in the business from what I've heard. That's just what I've been told by different people. I don't know who these people are. It might be just people in my head. It might be the people in the vampire
said it
bands.
was like PC Pat's the best love mom. Like that, but...
So we are going to go to Patty Alphonso. And by the way, if there's extra headphones over there, if you want to listen to this, PC, and maybe be involved, you sure can, sir. This is going to be a hell of a deal because this woman, I had her on our iHeart show a couple weeks ago. She had a book. I thought, simple. Simple little interview. At the end of this, I'm like, why aren't you a porn star? She sounds... It is the craziest deal in the world. So we are going to go to Patty Alphonso. Star, stage, and screen Patty Alphonso.
Hello.
Hello, as they say. And we are in the process of getting headphoned up. We've got PC Patton with us. We got Michael Nagy.
Hello.
Nagy. He is the guy that has introduced me to the vampire bands.
Thank you for that, by the way.
I've got to go see the vampire bands. And now that I've heard that you can just show up to these clubs and wear whatever you want, I'm going to show up wearing my pink mankini a la Borat.
See?
No dress code. Whatever.
There's no dress code. Mankini.
But there is a health code, okay?
John Mosier, the fantastic John Mosier, or as I call him, the Blowfish to Twine Factory John Mosier, and the princess herself, Jaybird Wells. She's got like a bone in her hair today, a la the Flintstones. So, Patty, are we not going to be able to see you today? Is that possible? No, look at that. There you are in all your glory. Let me line up the old Skype-a-rooney here so our television audience can see you. And let's see. I gotta. I'm so blown away by these vampire bands. I can't stand anything else.
I'm mad at you,
And
Nagy. I'm mad at you.
Michael is absolutely amazing. He's
Vampire bands.
Vampire bands, baby.
I am officially mad at you.
He's
Because I don't want to see his mankini.
I'm gonna wear the mankini a la Borat, and if you're watching us on TV, it is as pink as Patty Alphonso's shirt, and I am gonna wear that. I'm gonna wear the pink mankini. I'm gonna have the giant sombrero, or as I call it, because I like to offend them, the Mexican hat. We are. Because somebody told me one time, I go, what's a sombrero? And I go, those Mexican hats. They're like, oh, those. So, and I might wear a luchador mask. I don't know, just for the hell of it. It'd have to be La Parca, because he's got, like, the headdress and stuff. Okay, go ahead, Jay.
I was just going to say, can I be blind that day?
How can I be blind that day? And so the first time I had Patty Alphonso on our iHeartRadio program, at the end of this thing, I'm like, oh, my God, she is perfect for the Sunday show. And so we have her today in all of her glory. She knows how to do Skype because she's got a background. You can hear her. You can see her. She's got makeup on. She knows what the hell she's doing, as opposed to some of these people. Like we had who was it? We had one of the guys from the Wu-Tang Clan.
I can do lighting as well.
You can do lighting. I've gotcha. You're good. We had one of the guys from the Wu-Tang Clan on this show like a few years ago when Skype was kind of a new deal. He called us from a dark fucking room.
Yeah.
He's like, dog, can you see me? I'm like, no, I can see the light off your phone splashing off your face. It looks like I called Paris Hilton with the night vision.
It's like, what are you,
Okay,
in witness protection or what? Come on now, jeez.
I can't find Patty, so how do...
Okay, Patty Alphonso, how do we find you online so Jaybird can stalk you? How does this work? How do we find you?
You can go to my Facebook page, Patty Alphonso.
Is
on
that with a
Facebook.
Y or an IE?
It's Patty.
Okay.
And then my website, which is in the middle of a bit of a transition, is pattyalfonso.sexy if you want to go check out.
See? PattyAlfonso.sexy. I gotta get one of these websites. But
I have a YouTube channel too. There's lots of stuff going on there. So, just Google me. Google me.
Okay, so Patty, give us a little bit of an overall about you, so then we can dive into the perv questions and all the other things, and then
normal questions.
And then I might ask you about if you've heard about vampire bands, because that's the greatest thing today. So
I lost you there for a second.
I'm gonna probably
Clearly
pester you about the newest thing in my life, which is vampire bands, and Michael.
Patty, just be happy. He went off for months about the rumor like that he got one time. So.
Yes. Well, see, I talked about for probably 3 months on this show the motor bunny that we were gifted. So, but
I never did get my celebrity dildo.
we do. We need to get you hooked up.
Oh.
Okay, so Patty, what makes you you?
Me. I make me.
Okay.
Cool. Thanks for talking to us.
What else do I have to say? You may need to come up with a better question.
I'm usually the one who comes up with the better questions. He has the dorky ones.
I have the
She's got kind of
dorky
obscure
ones.
ones. Like Patty, if you were a tree, what tree would you be? You
Shut
know?
up, John.
Oh, you guys are.
It's a hell of a deal.
I'm just stealing questions from NFL draft inquiries. They do weird stuff like that.
My lady Patty, how did you get into this business?
Gosh,
That was
that's a big question. I had this business, my business of being a life coach and working with people and helping people. I think I got in that business the moment I was born. It was something that I always wanted to do, and throughout my life experiences, I kind of got a little bit clear about the things that I really wanted to work on with people. And part of it is, the enjoyment of your body. I know the crazy question I cover around that. And enjoying your body and really being present with your body. And for me, it was a journey because I grew up in a family that really rejected sexual energies and really rejected the body. I don't think actually in this world that we live in, we really include our bodies the way that we could include them. And so I spent a lot of my time completely disconnected from my body, just kind of like functioning from here up. We value thinking so much rather than just being present with the body and being present with everything that's around you. So that developing the connection between myself and my body is something in my own personal journey. I really got in a lot of different modalities, and so it's been my passion to work with people and help people develop that connection so they can have more fun. They can have more fun in this beautiful world that we live in. So that's kind of how I got into it.
Look at that.
I lost you.
No.
You got you. We're
You're just
still here.
interesting to listen to.
so terribly interesting to listen to. That's.
That wasn't a sarcastic remark.
No, it
I
wasn't.
know I usually am sarcastic.
I know, but that's fine. We've got Patty Alphonso joining us today on the old Skype-a-rooney, and we have Jaybird Wells in studio. We have Michael Nagy, or as I like to call him, Michael Nagy, and
There you go, butcher names again.
He is dressed up like one of the guys from Depeche Mode today, and PC Patton is with us. He's brought his entourage. I'm talking about a bunch of sawed-off guys from HBO. These people are an actual entourage. And
it says on her About page that she is witty, too.
You're witty.
We'll see, I guess, huh?
So many bad jokes there in that one.
So you do public speaking, you do all these things. How did you get into the world of public speaking? Because Jaybird is attempting to get into the world of public speaking. How hard is it to do that?
There's a lot of different ways of going about it, and I don't usually do things in a small, like I like to go big or go home. So I ended up, one of my first public speaking gigs was in Dubai, and the next one was in Bahrain for the governor, like His Excellence of Bahrain. So I ended up joining a speakers travel club. And it's this club that creates events all over the world, and I just get to show up and do my thing. They prepare and do everything else, and that's kind of what I wanted to create. I didn't necessarily want to get into the hustle of public speaking because there's that part as well. I wanted it to be fun, and I wanted to travel the world, and so that's kind of how I got started with public speaking.
Okay. Well, John, I know that you're sitting over there, googling or boobling or whatever you're doing with
He's oogling.
Oogling.
Sorry, she's a nice-looking lady. Gosh. I shouldn't say that. Those guys on that aforementioned podcast might think that's terrible that I complimented her.
Yeah, and they'll probably sit there and...
I actually enjoy that. Hello. It's such a gift to be acknowledged for that. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, see, there's somebody that can take a compliment, you know.
Thank you.
So,
Actually, can I say something about that?
Go ahead, jump in.
In a lot of my speaking events, I often get introduced as the beautiful or the this and whatever. And I had a male friend. I had a male friend who was like, "Doesn't that bother you? Like, you're so much more than that, and you're smart, and you're this and that." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm smart, and I'm, talented, and I'm funny, and I'm beautiful. Why should I reject that? Why should I be insulted by something like that?" And that is something that shows up a lot, like when men compliment women, or when men, are admiring the beauty of a woman, the ways in which women can't receive that and can't just be like, "Wow, thank you." We have to resist that for some reason, which is ridiculous. It's a compliment. It's an energy. It's an acknowledgement of you and your body. Like, why wouldn't you just say, "Yeah, thanks"?
I'm liking her more and more every minute because here she is. Here she is.
Who doesn't like compliments?
Well, no, she's educated. She's very well spoken, and she's not uptight. That's the best part of it.
But I used to be.
Well,
We didn't know you when you used to be.
Well, I mean, that was before when you were a liberal Democrat, and then...
Oh my
just
God.
Joking. I'm just joking.
And now John is out of the closet and back.
Did you assume my gender? Oh my gosh.
Patty, I gotta admit, for a long time I was offended by Jiggy calling me a perv magnet, and then I finally understood he was just complimenting me.
Yeah. When you're beautiful and charismatic, everyone is going to be attracted to you. Some of them may be pervs, and oh well. Thanks, but no thanks.
Jiggy, she is honest enough to call you a perv.
See, there you go.
It's all right. Jiggy's honest enough to call himself a perv.
Well, see, earlier Patty cut me off when I was getting ready to set this up to where Jay was going to basically be able to turn the mic on me. See what you've started. I was going to go, "So Patty, what about these vampire men?"
I lost you. I can't hear you.
Vampire bands. I don't understand this gothic. These. What we listened to a band today called Santa Hates You, and I'm like, what? I'm gonna form a band called, what is it? Santa is slightly
irritated.
Slightly irritated. That's where we're going.
It's gonna be kind of like
a
a.
whole new scene.
It's a whole new scene, yes. PattyAlfonso.sexy is the website. That is the official website of record. And you can go over there. She's got information on events that she's going to be involved in. You can shop her website. It is absolutely amazing. Social media, all the different things. She's going to be doing something called Creating Magic with Chaos. What the hell is this?
It's actually
You just described a show every Sunday. Go ahead.
Well, it's a monthly club that I have going on with a lot of my clients, and we basically get together and play with energy and play with being chaos that kind of disrupts this reality and actually creates something different in the world. And the thing is that we have really, really misidentified the energy of chaos in this reality. Like, we think that chaos is a mess, and, you know, when things are chaotic, people think that everything is messy and it's just horrible and it's terrible. But actually, the energy of chaos is the energy of creativity and the energy of being willing to be present with all of the energies and create something from that. Okay, like, for people, for artists, for example, or, you know, painters or writers or whatever, there's just all of this energy kind of swirling around, you know, and that is chaos. That is creativity. That is creation. So we want to create magic with the energy of chaos and create something that maybe doesn't exist in this reality, or create something really different, or create something, you know, that's going to be attributed. So it's a club that I have going on with all of my clients where we get to just play around with all the different energies, and it's a lot of fun.
Now, you also do something called pole dancing for consciousness.
Yes.
What the hell is this? And why should me and John and Michael and everybody else be interested by pole dancing?
Why can't I watch it?
Well, that too. Well, you belly dance. I figured you're like, oh, I do belly dancing, I don't pole dance.
I want to pole dance. It's exercise.
Exactly, and so much more. So why the guys should be interested, you should all be interested in women attending these classes. You do get a workout from it because dancing on the pole is actually a bit of a workout.
Here's the thing.
For conscious.
Here's the thing, yes. Patty, that I have a concern about people being wanting to, you know, women should want to do pole dancing. I know a lot of women, and I can't stress this enough, that should never go near a pole.
And I have seen heavy women that have belly danced and they're pretty. I've seen heavy women that have pole danced and they're pretty.
And I know a lot of women who have no balance and should not be getting on a pole. PC Pat knows what I'm talking about. They're going to get up there and all of a sudden they've broken their neck. And they're this big.
I mean, there's only so much those screws going into the ceiling can take, you know.
Well, they're
kind of like me jumping on a trampoline. Yeah. I probably shouldn't because I'll hit the ground and it won't bounce back up.
I'm sure my 7,000 connections on Facebook will send me bubble wrap so I can do that.
Okay, go ahead. Explain this to us. I had to get that one. I had to insult half of our audience there. Go ahead, Patty.
That kind of cracks me up just a little bit, but not so much. So pole dancing for consciousness isn't just about the workout, and it isn't just about getting up on the pole and doing all the tricks, although we do that. It's really more about, again, creating that connection and that communion with your body. Now, for the guys, you should actually want the ladies to come to these classes. Don't you want a woman, whether it's in bed or in a conversation, to be fully present with herself and be present with her woman that can be by or near touch?
I've seen that happen.
Yeah. And so the class is really about women and helping women build that connection and that communion with their bodies. People don't really talk a lot about this, but there are men and women who actually leave their bodies during sex because of some kind of trauma or some kind of whatever. Let me tell you, I've seen that happen, and it's not as fun when you are with someone who isn't fully present in their body. So the classes are designed to help women, clear any of that trauma or release any of that, have fun, enjoy their bodies, be present with their bodies. It creates better sex, better relationships. You can have a lot more joy. And so it's not necessarily, the workout is there because it's just a kind of something that you get from being there, but it's so much more than that.
Okay.
And every woman should be in a pole dancing class, just to be clear.
So,
John,
when is she coming to Kansas?
Yeah. Now, John, do you have any questions for Patty Alphonso.sexy?
I'm just gonna sit there and kind of go off the wall here. Has anybody ever told you got a really cool voice? Not like in like you should be doing a sex line, but like a books on tape thing, where you just do the voice work.
They have. I do a lot of kind of guided, energetic meditations and contributions, and I get that feedback a lot, that my voice is something.
Well, it's relaxing. I mean, it's nice. It's like I say, it's not like in a weirdo pervert sort of way. It's just more like it was just nice and relaxing to listen.
Thank you.
As a writer, I like listening to the clarity of her words and how she picks words that she has a double meaning for.
Look at that.
I really liked how she described about energy.
Nice. I love the energy too. I agree with Michael on that. How you
thanks, guys.
Describe that energy.
Beautiful woman. Cool. I can't see any of you, which is so not fair.
Well,
I stalked you on Facebook.
When we put this up on YouTube a little bit later, you will you will be able to see Jaguar.
I'm pretty damn sexy. I mean, okay, not really, but hey.
Okay, let's go there. Let's redefine sexy while we're at it.
Thank you.
Sexy, gosh.
Oh, I have no fun making fun of myself. It shows you're good with yourself when you can do that.
I'm gonna take the opportunity to just dive in on that particular topic. But sexy for me, and because I also have a show, and it's called Consciousness is Sexy. And so for me, the more you become present with yourself, and the more you become present with your body and with you as a being, and the less you judge yourself, the more fun you choose to have, that is what is sexy. Everything that we've defined in this reality about what sexy is total fucking bullshit. It is not about the clothes you wear. It's not about your hair. It's not about what you look like. It is really, truly about the level of presence that you have with you. That is what makes you sexy. Because we all know really good-looking people who are total assholes who, after we find out they're assholes, are not sexy at all.
Oh, I'm kind of both. I mean, just depending on the moment, It's like I pick on poor Miss Jaybird over here, but I like her. So thank God she actually knows that. Or else I'd probably be in some field dismembered somewhere,
And she could do it, too.
I could do it, too.
She's got a wood chipper and a catfish pond, yeah.
That is awesome. Wood chipper and a catfish pond.
It's not a catfish pond. It's a wraparound koi pond.
Are you bringing up the vampire bands again? No.
God!
But,
what's the new one that's going to be playing down at?
Well, Patty, before we let you go, how do we get a hold of you online and all the different things that you are that are you?
Yes. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel. Just Google Patty Alphonso. You can like my Facebook page, Patty Alphonso. I'm working on getting a contact page onto my website. Just literally upheaving the whole thing. So like I said, it's a work in progress. But you can definitely go there and get on my email list. And I send out all kinds of emails with crazy things. So.
Well, it's good stuff. I appreciate you chatting with us, and I will be in touch, my friend. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much. See you later.
Appreciate it. Patty Alphonso with us today here on the old Skype-a-rooney.